The middle path of Obi had heard the phrase, "Do what makes you happy," so many times that it echoed in his sleep. It was painted on walls, stitched on pillows, spoken loudly by people who walked away from others without looking back. Yet the more Obi listened, the more troubled he became. In his town of Odenkuma, happiness had become a weapon. One neighbor played loud music through the night because it made him happy. Another cut down a communal mango tree because selling the wood pleased him. Friends stopped talking to one another, each insisting, "This is my happiness, you must understand." Slowly, smiles disappeared and peace thinned like old cloth. Obi wandered with this weight on his heart. One evening, as the sun melted into the earth, Obi visited Mama Nkiru, the oldest woman in Umura. Her back was bent, but her eyes were sharp, as if they had seen tomorrow already. "Mama," Obi said, "they tell us to do what makes us happy, but happiness is tearing us apart. What should I do?" Mama Nkiru smiled and poured him a cup of warm tea. "Obi," she said, "tell me, when you eat salt alone, does it taste good?" Obi laughed. "No, Mama, it is too strong." "And when you eat sugar alone?" "It is too sweet." She nodded. "But when salt and sugar meet in the right measure, the food becomes enjoyable." Obi frowned, thinking. Mama Nkiru continued, "Happiness is not wrong, but happiness without wisdom is like fire without control. It warms, yes, but it also burns." That night, Obi walked home slowly, listening to the sounds of the town, the laughter, the arguments, the crying children. He realized something important. True happiness should not leave destruction in its footprints. The next day, Obi gathered his friends and neighbors. Instead of arguing, he asked one simple question. Does what I want give me joy while stealing peace from others? Some were silent, others looked away. Obi shared his own struggle. He admitted times he had chosen himself and ignored others. He spoke gently, not as a judge, but as a fellow traveler. Slowly, the walls between people softened. They began to agree on a new understanding in Umura. Happiness is valid, but it must be examined. Joy is personal, but peace is communal. If my happiness requires another person's pain, then it is not happiness. It is selfishness. From that day, the town changed. Not perfectly, but consciously. People talked more, they compromised. Music played, but not through the night. Trees were discussed before they were cut. Friends learned to pause before saying, "This makes me happy." And Obi? He stopped wandering. He discovered the middle point he was searching for. Do what makes you happy, but not at the cost of another person's dignity or peace. In that balance, Obi found something deeper than happiness. He found harmony.